Hello fellow pickers, welcome back to Alice Ops. We're going to show you our haul for this week. It's fresh from the car. We're going to try and do this so that we can show you the haul and then just inventory things and put them away. Where? I do not know, but you know, we'll figure it out. So it's July the 16th. Got that right. And I hope you're all having a good time picking. We got some really good deals today. And, you know, some of the stuff wasn't necessarily what we were looking for, but we got a good vibe off of certain things. And for instance, we dropped by this charity sale that seemed to not have been very well advertised. If not, we would have been there first thing in the morning because they had great prices. They had all kinds of different things and some vintage items. But the important thing is we found some things that were kind of worth it and fun and will be fun to try on eBay. What I got there was this set of dishes, this Bob It game. This, what I think is a sugar bowl by Laura Ashley. Seems to be in good condition. So these dishes, that, the Bop It, these fondue forks that are kind of collectible sometimes. They seem to be by Brown with an E. They're kind of cool because they're the teak wooden fondue sets, fondue forks, and they're in the box. So that's always a good thing. They're in good condition. And this little rhinestone-like brooch, which is not really good quality, but all the stones are there and it's pleasant. Can put that in a lot with other rhinestone jewelry. These earrings, which I thought were quite charming and will be for my mom because she doesn't have pierced ears and prefers this type of jewelry. And what else did we, oh, the little box. This little box, which is really glass, leaded glass, like slag glass here. So all of these, and this fondue set that we particularly liked because, well, I like the design. I thought that's a little bit distinctive. It looks European to me. It looks abstract and funky. And then when I picked this up, it said Siltal, Italy, designed by O. Coccini. So I thought, you know, it's signed. It's already designed by somebody specific. I can put that in the search words, the keywords. You have a lot of names that people can search. And the whole set is there. It's enamel. It's in good shape, like inside is pristine. And we couldn't find anything on this on eBay, which is fine, but we found some other kitchen things that this person had designed that would go maybe 30 bucks, maybe 40 bucks. At any rate, what happened was that this box, these dishes, the forks, this little pot, and this book, it was $5 for all of that, and the Bop It game was thrown in for free. So $5 for all of that. That's difficult to walk away from that. You know, even if there are a couple of things in there that I don't really know how much that's going to bring in, sometimes you can make a little lot of interesting items. And I wanted to point out the book here because it's a Barba Papa. These are books I used to read when I was a kid. And this one's particularly interesting because it's in English, so sometimes there's a little bit more appeal. So you're looking at a trend that was kind of really early 80s, late 70s, maybe early 80s. Printed in Italy, you know, it's got a few scuffs, but whatever. I think maybe for a very good price, these aren't maybe always as easy to get anymore. So that's going to be fun to try for that price. So that was fabulous for $5. Then before I left that charity sale, I saw these, which are tiebacks for your curtains, really. I think maybe they're in silk thread, maybe not, or kind of shaved velvet, very soft, large. Sometimes some of these can go for quite a bit, and they were 50 cents for the pair. So I took a chance on that, and we'll try and sell that. Designers would like that. Someone looking for an opulent look to their room, I think, could really go for that. There are some just still in the stores that go for a little bit of money. This, I'm just going to double back on this, was interesting to me because it's honey glaze, Wilkinson, England. And you have 6 cups, 6 saucers, I'm sure. This little dish, which is charming, it's got a little crazing, but there's no obvious damage, you know, there's nothing very wrong with them. Pleasing colors, I mean, you know, we'll see how that does. Sometimes I don't like picking up china unless I know it's something that is really desirable, particularly collectible, because it's hard to sell. But this has a name attached to it, and because of the money invested in it, which kind of comes back to about $2.50, I don't really care. You know, if it's something that sells well, fine, and if it isn't, that's fine too. We stopped by a sale where we saw this lamp, and that was $3. We particularly liked it because it has that nice mid-century modern look. This is kind of like that fat lava German porcelain, and then you have that nice sculptural wooden piece here. Again, very designer. You know, if you wanted to give your room a little splash, you could do that. That would be graceful. Oh, let me see where else to go. So that was great. And then, yeah, let's take a look at that jewelry. We went to this sale where I got this, and we also bought something else. So yes, deck of cards for $10. So all of this jewelry and the deck of cards. Deck of cards is fun because the cards are still sealed. It's vintage. It's this. Made in Canada, looks like. No, it's made in Spain, but it's, you know, distributed in Canada. And nice vintage with the cover, the nice kind of felt cover. They're in good condition. So I thought, we'll see how that does. But it's a good subject. Dogs are liked by many people. The jewelry was a lot of fun to pick up because I don't often get that many older pieces, vintage pieces. This, I'm so bad. I always pick up these porcelain pins, and there's usually something wrong with them, and I don't see it right away. But, you know, you don't want to spend hours there, and the person who's selling the stuff is realizing by the second that there might be something valuable, and all of a sudden they'll ask you $20 for it. So I kind of just went, you know, if it's about $1 a piece, I'll get it. I think this might still interest someone because it's quite large, and for most of it, it's all there and in good shape. It's made in England, so that's good. I was really impressed by this. This is vintage, possibly antique, because you can tell by the frame, the way the closure is like this, just kind of open, and that kind of wobbliness of the frame that the years have worked at. Porcelain, I don't know if the background was always that color. I'm not sure exactly what happened. Almost looks like someone went at it with watercolor. I don't know. I might just try and sell it like that. Also, you can see there's a little bit of work around the edge. These little lines kind of carved in. That's a good sign that something is older. There's more details. So I was happy with that. This is the thing that kind of made me dig more into her pile of jewelry. Lovely dark blue rhinestones of very good quality. You can tell they're very shiny. They've got all sorts of facets. Someone took some time making this piece of jewelry, and it's signed Weiss, W-E-I-S-S. A very good maker. This I'm tempted to keep because it's an Art Deco. You're kind of slipping from Art Nouveau to Art Deco with this pin. This beautiful piece of glass that was faceted, just gorgeously nice amethyst glass. So yeah, that was great. This just because it's like a little Roadrunner, and it's probably got some turquoise in it. You know, maybe a little Mexican silver, something like that. Has some style. This, well, why not? It was there. It's sparkly, and I can't really resist rhinestones. That's not so old, and there isn't that degree of quality in it, but sure, for about $1, sure. This has great workmanship. The details in the leaves. And these beautiful berries, it's almost a statement piece. You know, you would see that on someone's collar around the holidays, and it's so old-fashioned and like a fairy tale piece. I really like it. It's lost one of its little stones, I guess, but I think that will sell well as well. So a couple pieces of Wade, because they were really cheap, about $1 each, and some of them are more valuable. I don't know which ones, but if I can take some home and do a little research, that's worth it to me. We went to this other great sale where we spent only $20 and we got a Sony Discman. Basically for $5. It may be missing like a little accessory, but generally it's there and it's in the original box, and that should be a good profit on that. We picked up a lens. My husband has the expertise here, but it says Vivitar, and he tells me it's in good shape and will, you know, maybe be about $30 profit, maybe a little more. And that would be about $5. I picked up this ornamental piece of porcelain. It says made in France. I find that people like these sort of planters or simply ornamental on your mantelpiece type of pieces. It seems to be in pretty good condition. I would venture hand painted. Very pleasant colors. It's nice when you have two, but hey. So we picked that up too at that sale. We picked this up, which is, I guess, a compass, so that you can a circle. It's wooden. It's quite large. I would imagine that if you were a teacher or an architect, you might use one of these thing. So we'll see. But I thought that's something more unusual and maybe someone can use that. So if it's not readily available, unless you go to the store and get one, you know, maybe it's worth more than $5, let's say. This lovely little case has some shirt studs in it. There's nothing on there that says gold of any kind. The sticker here says correct. I'll do some research, but you know, they have a little bit of mother of pearl and little pearls or faux pearls, I don't know. I love that they come in this case. I love that there's a set, and I think that could appeal to someone who wants to go for that vintage look, or even just for the box. The other thing I loved is this set of coasters. Now, talk about designer look. You're gonna have this around your place with dainty espresso cups and mid-century furniture, and it's gonna look awesome. It's in its original box, and it seems to be, see, it says here made in Italy, and it seems to be called Veni, I think it's V-E-N-I. So I'll do some research on that. But basically, we got all of this for $20. So this, the lens, the coasters, the shirt studs, and this for $20. I think that was everything. So I thought that was a good deal, because then some of these pieces are just like about $2. And again, depending on how hard it is for people to buy these or not, then they become valuable. We stopped at this other sale and picked up a goofy kind of corkscrew and bottle opener, which looked a little bit Danish to me, or, you know, something made in Norway, Denmark, but it might be something else. At any rate, it's got some vintage appeal to it. We'll see what that's worth. And finally, the country bunny. You can't beat the country bunny and the little gold shoes. Beautiful illustrations. Sometimes people had a favorite book when they were a kid, and maybe it's not in print anymore, or it's hard to get in okay condition, because kids' books sometimes, especially not a hardcover, can get kind of bent out of shape or ripped, or so I thought, you know, it was like 50 cents or something. I thought, we'll give that a go and see if we can bring back childhood memories for someone. And at that sale, we also picked up Claridge playing cards with a little Scottish boy on their covers, and they are in so-so condition, but again, that would have been about $2. Because they're in their original box, I think there might be some interest. That wraps it up for today. This is everything we got, and we spent about $43.50 all in all. So I think some fun stuff to research and some fun things to get a little profit on and get knowledge on and have fun with, basically. So hopefully you're having a good time going out there, finding stories, chatting with people, and finding some incredible stuff that other people just passed by. So we'll see you again very soon. Have a good time.